Happy Friday. I won't tell you what today really is, but happy Friday. Today we want to talk about Paul in our Lenten devotional and how that Paul found himself in hard places. The first hard place he found himself was when he was actually, kicking against the pricks. Jesus said, what are you doing, Paul? Saul at the time. Saul, why are you doing this, man? Why are you hitting yourself against a brick wall? You ever done that? You ever just sit there and just hit yourself against a brick wall, knowing the wall was there, knowing the Lord was saying, nope, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And what do? We just keep on hitting our heads against that wall. Jesus had a way of blinding Paul long enough that he got his attention. And later on, Paul writes a beautiful verse and he tells us, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. And so now when Paul understands this, he's like, I will boast more gladly of my weaknesses so that the power of Christ might rest upon me. So let's take ownership of those hard places. Paul was shipwrecked, imprisoned, beaten, betrayed, misunderstood, not just by strangers either. Sometimes even those in the faith tried to ostracize him. And he had a past that haunted him and people who really didn't trust him. So I get it. Yeah, some of us have past. Some of us think, people never forget. And that's true. The Lord forgives, forgets, casts our sins as far as the east from the west and all that good stuff. But some people tend to have the memory of an elephant. And so Paul understood that and he knew that. He was haunted by some of the things he had done. But he wrote some really joyful, graceful words of wisdom, even from prison to us. Paul had strength. He had strength that wasn't forged with ease. It was actually revealed in his own weakness. He had a thorn in the flesh, whatever that could have been, and it wasn't ever removed from him. His prayers weren't always answered in the way he hoped, but he had grace show up for him anyway, and that just had to be enough. So today in your own journey, in this Lenten journey, maybe you have unanswered prayers. Maybe you have frustrating limitations. I do. Maybe you have weaknesses of walking down the right road and people don't really see you. But take courage in Paul's example. He didn't pretend that places weren't hard. He just believed that Jesus would be there with him. And, he said, in my chains, his grace is there. As I wait, I know there's a purpose. And when I'm weak, the power is Christ, not mine. And maybe we can say that today ourselves. Lord, if I'm in chains, give me grace. If I'm waiting on you, let me know I have a purpose. And as I am weak, show your strength. If you're feeling weak or limited right now, let Christ show you what he's doing in your life today. And I pray that you won't grow weary from these hard places that you have. Remind yourself that the Lord is the one who strengthens you. And it says, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with the wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach us, Lord, to wait on you, even in the hard places. God bless you today. Have a wonderful day.